So as you know, I'm one of the managing editors at Zelda Informer, and we have a really cool team of probably about 20 or so different editors, different ages, different places in the world, just really different opinions on everything. So one thing that we wanted to do this year as kind of like a really big feature, especially after the year that was covering the pre-release and post-release of Breath of the Wild, was do an update on a Zelda Informer Classic, which was rank all the Zelda games from favorite to least favorite. So what we did was we had every editor personally send in their own list of every single Zelda game ranked from their favorite to least favorite, and we only included canon Zelda games, so like no Link's crossbow training or whatever.
But Link's crossbow's the best one.
Sorry guys.
No, I'm kidding.
Maybe we'll do the best side Zelda game ever after.
No, here's a real question. So Hyrule Warriors would not be on this list.
Hyrule Warriors is not on this list, but Triforce Heroes is on this list. So
okay.
Yeah. So anyways, we have so there's 18 games. So we have 20 different lists from editors. So what I did is I took all those lists and put them together and assigned points based on where every game finished. So if a game finished in first place, it got 18 points for the 18 games. Second place, 17 points. Third place, 16, etc., etc. So we made an average out list of all those games, and it turned out really cool. We're gonna have a really big feature coming out on the 30th of November. It's going to have insight from all the different editors that wrote it. It's going to count down the games from least favorite to favorite, and I think it's going to surprise some people where all the games ended up. So I'm really proud of it. It's a really long feature. I won't lie to you guys. It's pushing like 10,000 words, but I think it's a really cool read. So you get a lot of different perspectives on the games.
Alright, so it's not just a list, there's actual like editorial stuff explaining why certain games ended up on certain rankings.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I also asked our editors to kind of pick let's say 2 or 3 games and just give me their thoughts about it. And it didn't have to be their favorite games, it could have been some of the games that were on the lower side of their list as well, to just kind of balance out the list and offer some critique. But so yeah, you're going to see some first-hand quotes. You're going to see most of the list is actually put together with the experiences that the editors had and the quotes that they sent in. So good chance to get to know a lot of the people that work at Zelda Informer and kind of figure out like why they like this game, why they don't like that game.
And
so,
is this going to be all one big post, or is it going to be like 18 to 12, 11 to 5?
You know, like I was thinking of doing that because it is a big boy article. There's a lot there, but I was kind of thinking like I think it's kind of lame when like you go to BuzzFeed and you have to click over like 18 times. So November 30th, guys, it's one big giant post, and yeah, I'm really proud of it. I think it's going to be cool.
Daniel,
I wonder if this podcast will be out yet by that point, or if you'll be able to, when listening to this, go right into that post. Because that
yeah. So Daniel, what are you going to be doing on the 30th?
The 30th is the Zelda Symphony of the Goddess.
Yes. Daniel
right.
Daniel has his first work assignment for the channel.
Yes. I'm gonna be so tired of my day job the next day, but it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, it was.
Have you been before?
I have not. I've been to Video Games Live, which is not the same thing. Similar, but not the same thing at all. But it's similar in that it's a concert and there's video game music. Different in that it's nothing like that at all. But
yeah, Daniel and I were lucky enough to get altogether 6 free tickets for the Symphony of the Goddesses. He's going to the one in Canada. I went to the one here in Knoxville, Tennessee, about a week ago, maybe. And it was the first time that I went. We both get a chance. I had my chance. He's going to be doing it as well. Going back, watching the rehearsal, interviewing the director or the composer, whoever we feel like we need to talk to. It was a really great experience that I didn't necessarily think I was going to get, because nobody knew like it was going to be going on tour for like 5 years when they first announced it. I thought it was just going to be like the one tour whenever Skyward Sword released, and it was the 25th anniversary. Nintendo was creating a lot of hype. I thought the Symphony was a secret way of them promoting Skyward Sword and the Hyrule Historia and everything, and it never came to a town or a city near me. And it took them like 5 years for them to finally come to my state. So, yeah.
I've been lucky enough to go 3 times, and I'm going. I'm going again actually on the 2nd of December. They're coming back to Calgary. So
maybe you should just
really
road
cool
trip down to Vancouver and come with me, and then go see them in Calgary again. Hey, it's only what, a 12-hour drive for you? Crash on my couch.
Yeah.
Depending on if there's snow in the mountains.
Yeah. So what about you, McIntyre? Have you been to the Symphony of the Goddesses?
I haven't, but I have a lot of friends who have, and they all just said great things about it. Like, I know Zeltic went there in the past. Same with, I think Conrad went there too. I'm not too sure about that. But I have other friends too that have all went to the same concert, and they all just said great things about it. So yeah, it should be really fun for you.
Yeah. You should definitely try to go, McIntyre. Like, it's one thing that I think every Zelda fan should do at least one time.
Yeah.
So, if they ever come near you again, you need to go.
It's just a really cool combination. Like, you're never going to see somewhere where you can see guys dressed up in suits, and then you're going to see someone dressed up as Link, and then you're going to see someone... It's just such a cool atmosphere. I love it.
As someone who likes men's fashion and Zelda, I think a good time.
See, the most interesting thing to me was whenever I first seen the director, when I was walking up to him, I noticed he had like what seemed to be a really expensive, nice, professional suit on, but then he had just like bright red Nikes instead of like dress shoes. And I'm like, you can tell this is someone who is like into like the gaming culture or whatever. Like, it's not someone who's just doing it for the business. It's someone who's like young at heart and wanting to do something not just for a job, but something that he's passionate about as well, because he was knowledgeable about Zelda more than I guess most people would assume. So yeah, I guess that brings us to the end of that. We got a little bit off topic with the Symphony, but it's all good. Moving on to the questions. The videos on this channel are funded by supporters on Patreon like you. If you're a fan of this channel and would like to join on videos, receive shoutouts, watch videos early, have your questions answered, or have your topic discussed on our podcast, please consider supporting on Patreon for these and many other rewards for just $1. Shoutouts for this video includes Link Use the Triforce, Rusty Caulfield, Lovable Christy, Give Time 15, Shadow to Us, Robbie Morgan, and Lunarium. I want to thank all of you for everything you have done to help support this channel.